Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The audience has grown since I've had my back to you, so it's fantastic to see you here. The LNP is a Conservative government, and history will show that the Liberal National Party have always paid off the Labor Party's debts. In Rockhampton here, we've had one vision, and that's been the vision of the Labor Party. All the other regional cities across the area have seen Labor, Liberal National, Labor, Liberal National. They've had a fusion of ideas and a gathering of thought. That hasn't happened here in Rockhampton. What we've seen is one vision. It's the Labor vision. And I think everyone in this room will say we have been left wanting. You know, we have, to the north of us, we have expansion, we have money spent on cities. To the south, money spent on cities. What is happening to our community here? We're in a depressed state. We're receiving nothing. And Bill Burns is saying that the LNP has offered nothing to this region in 20 years. Well, we haven't been in power for 20 years in this region. So we've had no ability to offer a cent. So the Labor vision, I don't believe, has worked. As part of this 10-part proposal here, what I'll talk about is the things that I believe that should be done and are very necessary for our region. The university is a fantastic institute. Now, they're just like a fish and chip shop that saw another shop down the road with a great facility but couldn't sell fish and chips, and that's the TAFE College. You know, we've had a state government that's pushed millions of dollars behind the TAFE. They're losing money right as we speak. Now, the university some years ago was failing as well, but through their leadership, they have strived and they've prospered. Their numbers at 15%. They're way above anyone else. So they want to go down the road and they want to encourage that same ability right across our region. And the reason the TAFE College has failed, just like Jim said, there's people with all the abilities and all the credentials to get out in the mining sector, but there is a biggest hurdle to get over to get into that mining sector, and that is getting the job. You know, you've got to have a brother or a friend or an uncle, someone that's in the hierarchy to get into that facility. That line of control has to stop. We have to get people into the mines, and it's as simple as that. The merger between the university and TAFE College, there's two sides of that story, and we only hear one side. Labor just like to use their bulliness to say there's one noise. The university here has not signed off on the TAFE College yet either. We as LNP are fully committed to the process, and we believe in the process. We believe that young Queenslanders should have the ability to get jobs in our state, to be focus trained, which is what the university is all about, and not the cookie cutting lessons that are going on at the TAFE College now. It's ridiculous to have some of the lessons that are there now. We have a commitment for extra apprentices right across Queensland. You know, one of our things is we're going to deliver a 4-pillar economy, and that's for all the good reasons. There's construction, there's I knew I'd fail on that 4 things. It's just one of those things. Anyway, construction, agriculture, tourism and construction. You know, that's where we need to be in Queensland. They are the 4 pillars of our economy. We've heard Bill Burns talk about education. This is his brochure that landed in my letterbox last night. Now, there's a typo and there's a spelling error in it. You know, and also in the same brochure is a policy that's going to come out in 1 year after 2 elections' time, counting this election. I mean, what's going on? I mean, do they think that we're going to buy that? No way in the world. The reason we've been left wanting here is because of that same vision that we've had. And I dedicate myself to employing every one of you people in this room to help the Capricorn Enterprise deliver the things that are necessary in our region that we've been wanting for so long. The foreshore development down the beach is a direct bully tactic from the 2 Labor members. They don't like Bill Ludwig, and they will never ever put something there while Bill Ludwig is at the beach. We've read it in the paper every day. And there's no way in the world that's going to happen. It's a personality clash. It's not a visionary thing. Bill has a vision for the beach, and that's a great vision. Now, like him or loathe him, he has stood fast on that vision. And the only reason that's not being successful because of the tidal surge, which would have affected people in hospital, not a swimming pool. The swimming pool, the tidal surge will go over, and we can fix that up. Getting people out of a hospital, That's a completely different story, and because of his pursuing that, the hospital was moved inland, and a great thing. The NRL bid. Look, Jeff, we are 100% behind your bid. Now, your bid is just like me standing here, trying to get myself out there to win that position. I fully support you. I'm not going to stand here and say I've got $500,000 to do that, but all I'm going to say is an LNP government will deliver some of the best services that Queensland will ever see. We're about planning. We're about putting our ducks in line. You know, when you talk about putting ducks in the line, the Traviston Dam, people were kicked out of their homes. Generations of families sat in those homes and grew food and supplies in the area. $650 million later, they're out of those homes. Next thing we know, they haven't got their ducks in line, they haven't done their environmental impact statement, and we find we can't build a dam there. Where's Queensland left? $650 million with nothing. Absolutely nothing. The AMC plant out here, Peter Beattie stood up and said this is a mum and dad investment. We all know what happened there. We all saw it. The Gracemere industrial corridor, I fully support it, but at the 11th hour, Paul Lucas signed off and took the rights away from the people. That's Labor for you. We're not like that. We're about planning and looking forward to a proper future. Thanks very much.